And we're back, Humanux here with some more Modern Warfare 3 content for you today. We have the first weapon finished out to its 1000 kill mastery charm, and also the 3000 kill charm for zombies. It's going to be a long process this year, but no, so the build I was using for kind of the more recoil, mid-range combat was we got the VT7 suppressor, the Bruin Bastion angled grip. I like chucking 40 round magazine on there. The RB Claw PSL grip, and lastly the Regal Heavy stock. This is, to kind of keep on target in that mid-range. The recoil is already great for this gun. This is just kind of, as you can see, the not advanced stats is kind of just extenuating that a bit. You might want to chuck an optic on there instead of maybe the 40 round or something. I just don't mind the iron sights, and I wasn't trying to go for super long ranges with this build. Then for a more aggressive build, we've got one with the JAK Raven Kit. I didn't like this thing before Season 1. I don't know if anything actually changed or if it was just placebo effect, but this makes it more like an SMG. So obviously we've got the JAK Raven Kit on there, the FSS Olvi laser for that speed. We've got the second line Mammoth heavy barrel for that extra bullet velocity and range, along with, a bit of aim walking speed, because we're trying to, go around corners rapidly, and aiming is good for that. Now we got the Alpha flash hider for that recoil control, because we do lose a lot of that with the Raven kit. And lastly, the Edge BW hand stop, again for that aim walking speed and kind of gaining back a bit to sprint fire and ADS. Now, this gun does absolutely just shoot marshmallows, but it's still a really good gun because it shoots them decently fast and very accurately. Like, especially, you can get it even more spec'd out to recoil control than this, but as you saw there, like, it's dead straight. It's just, you only have to worry about vertical recoil pretty much, unless there is a little bit of aiming sway with this build. So if you sustain fire for a long time, it'll start to move back and forth a little bit. But as you can see, like, it's with a couple of headshots thrown in, it's not too bad, but it also doesn't make it amazing. I think its damage is the worst in the assault rifle category. Could be wrong about that. But, in scenarios where you are just in a straight firefight, if you are landing all your shots and they're not, you're still probably going to win. So, even if someone's using one of the harder hitting guns and they know how to use it, like they've been using it a lot, so they're practiced on its recoil pattern, they're probably going to beat you out with it. So, it's not amazing in that regard, but just, if you're still kind of getting used to it, or I find it great for, that was me aiming off target, not the gun. But, learning to follow people's, like, movement paths better, because you're not having to worry too much about recoil, you're getting used to that fucking trailing them way better. Which is, it's good to practice and warm up like that. Fuck off. This build with the Raven kit, though, is a lot worse in the recoil regard. It is designed for not maps like Afghan here, fast-paced, like maps with lots of buildings and stuff. It is great for meat. I had a lot of fun running around all them tight corners with this gun. Because while it doesn't, like, the attachments do actually hurt its handling and, ADS a bit, but it boosts that fire rate enough that I still found myself winning way more gunfights on small maps with this than the other one. I think it hurts it says that it changes your damage ranges. I don't know if it actually tweaks your close range damage values or not, or just the ranges, but in close range, like even there you saw, that was pretty nice and tight. But over long range, this build with the Raven kit will suck shit, because you have so much extra recoil and idle sway, making it just all over the place. But landing them shots in close quarters isn't really a problem, and that speed is greatly beneficial there. Now, even with this recoil build here, you will still lose out to snipers because, well, snipers are pretty much better than shotguns in this game. Just the speed they have through them is fucking ridiculous. But, yeah, like, fucking, oh, cunt. What a piece of shit. Yeah, no, it's a lot of fun of a gun. Fucking hell. That was a quick match. And that speed there is why I hate Team Deathmatch in 12v12. It needs to have a higher cap. But taking it over to zombies, we've got a very different build. We got the 60 round mag because it's the biggest one. Good to chuck on that extra ammo for zombies. We got the VT7 Spitfire suppressor again. This time we got the KR Midnight 13-inch barrel. The FSS LV laser again. And lastly the A90 Venom stock. This is more designed for just, like, you know, aim walking speed and stuff, because it's zombies, accuracy is not your biggest problem. You know, normally movement is what's going to catch you up, and this isn't really fully catered towards it, but it's enough that, especially throwing on the big mag, I pretty much just always build zombies weapons around the biggest magazine there is. And then in matching zombies, it's pretty good for, like, you know, hordes of zombies like this. Even, I know I'm in the tier 1 zone, but even in the higher tier zones, once you get some pack-a-punch on there, it's not too bad, just because you can consistently get them rounds into the head, so you can just chew through them pretty quick, which makes it okay against, like, manglers and mimics and disciples, because you can be hitting their crit spot very effectively. Something with higher health, like the Mega Bombs or the Stormcaller, even though you can hit their crit spots still, it just doesn't have the damage output, even being pack-a-punched. Unless, like, you know, you've got a legendary triple pack, but then fucking anything can own it. So it's a pretty good horde clearing weapon. Insta-kill obviously always helps, but it is one of the guns that doubles magazine size with pack-a-punch, because not every gun does that for whatever reason. It's really confusing which ones do and don't, because, like, the RGL can double magazine size even though it's got fucking shells loaded straight into it. But yeah, no, it was very easy to do, especially, like, doing Spore contracts like this now that Outlasts have been done was probably the easiest way, because you're never going to get trapped in a corner like you might in a Aether Nest, but even still, going through those, they're pretty easy. Your worst enemy then is just that reload, but that's because, well, if you're stuck in a corner reloading, it's not going to be fun. Yeah, but in general, it is a very fun gun. Not the most powerful, but also lots of people use it just because it's so easy to land shots. Like, this build in zombies isn't designed for recoil control, and you can still see that it's just fucking beaming. It's just the type of gun it is. That's the whole point. Don't really have much else to say with it. It's a below average on stats, but makes up for it in the other departments. So for now though, I hope you've enjoyed, and I will catch you in the next one.